Welcome back to the Brew House. Today we have the Atlantic Beach Experimental Theater, and they're going to be telling us a little bit about the history and also the original playwrights they have coming up. So Celia, can you tell us a little bit about the history of Abet?
Yes, I'd be happy to. In 1992, the then mayor of Atlantic Beach, Bill Gulliford, approached Carson Mary Bailey, who was a kind of a theater legend even then around town, to do a show in what was the former City Hall of Atlantic Beach. It was sitting derelict, this building, the very charming building, but nothing was going on there, and he wanted to have something. So she did the first play there called Tocoi Light, and that was an original script by a local playwright. And then it was just this room with drop tile ceiling, no stage, folding chairs, and that's how it started. The next season she did a season, I believe, of 3 plays that year, and got an all-volunteer group of people together to build the stage. They unearthed the wonderful tongue and groove side, you know, on the sides of the room and the ceiling. It's just very charming now. Just created a theater in that space, right, basically. And we now do 6 shows a season, and we're starting our 25th anniversary season next year.
Yeah.
So it's started from that one show, and has grown into this wonderful place to be.
Yeah, that has to be amazing, especially how you mentioned that it was the 25th anniversary. So how does that feel for you? What can we expect for the next season?
We've got such a whiz-bang season planned for next year, and I'll tell you, our seasons start in September, but we're going to do a special presentation in August of this wonderful little play called The Waverly Gallery. It's going to be a staged reading starring Carson Mary Bailey.
Oh, wow.
And she plays a 90-year-old art gallery owner in New York. And it's about her and her family and friends who are kind of concerned about her. And we're bringing back a lot of the old actors, the wonderful actors from back in the day, to join her on stage for that presentation. And all our shows are $20, but for season ticket holders for next year, they'll have a half-price ticket of $10 to see that. But I think that's just such a special way to kick off the 25th season, to have Carson back on stage, because she started it all. And then we'll start our season. The first show is always a musical, a big musical in September. This year it's going to be a Stephen Sondheim musical, Merrily We Roll Along, because Merrily We're Rolling Along. And then we're going to do, Macbeth. We're going to do our first Shakespeare ever done at ABET, Macbeth. And then A Christmas Carol, but it's an interesting version of A Christmas Carol for December. It's a troupe of players doing A Christmas Carol, so it's like a play within a play.
Wow.
And then we're going to do another musical in January/February called Celebration, very rarely done, and it's by the team that wrote The Fantastics, which a lot of people know. It's done a lot. So that's going to be a really interesting, wonderful musical. Then we're doing a comedy drama called 4,000 Miles, a kind of a new show. And then ending the season with a good old Southern comedy, The Hallelujah Girls, because hallelujah, we made it through 25 years. So,
That's so amazing that you have that great lineup. And I know that you mentioned you do plays like Macbeth, but I know you also do original plays too.
We do a lot of original. Through the years, we've done a lot of original scripts. We try to balance our season with, we usually do 2 musicals. We do comedies and dramas. We try to throw a classic in there when we can, and we are this year with Macbeth. And then also try to throw in one original script by a local playwright, or sometimes they're not local, but an original script. We try to do that every year.
How do people get their work to you that would like to have their play to be performed on stage if they're wanting to do an original playwright?
Well, they can contact me. I get a lot of emails, and they'll email me their ideas. Sometimes they'll send me the full script, and I read them, and we think about it. You know, we get a lot of submissions, and we try to do as many as we can. But yeah, just email me. Go to our website, they'll get my email address, or they can call 249-7177 for anything they need also.
Yeah, well, that's amazing that you are supporting the community that way. But I know you also are a nonprofit, so how do you get support from the community?
Well, the Jacksonville Cultural Council is wonderful. We get a grant from them every year. And a lot of our patrons are fabulous. They give us extra donations. We have benefactors that help us out. And then also through everything we do, ticket sales. But of course, ticket sales don't cover everything. So we do depend on donations largely, and the Cultural Council mostly. Also, the Tom Neal Foundation of the Community Foundation, the Tom Neal Grant of the Community Foundation gives us a grant every year to support one of our shows. Normally it's our first musical, which is the most expensive thing we tend to do. So we do get help.
That's great. And then how can people volunteer? I know that you all have volunteer opportunities for people that want to get into theater as well.
Almost everything we do is all volunteer, just nearly. Very few people get pay. And they can go to our website again or call ABET, email me, they can come by the theater. There are many ways to get involved. We have a guild of wonderful people that do a lot of supportive work at the theater, but then any type of technical work, we're always looking for volunteers to do anything, all kinds of things, whatever appeals to people.
Right. So that's really great that you offer not only opportunities for people to help you out, whether it be coming up with a play, but also to help with the technical aspect and directing as well.
Backstage, up in the light booth, painting sets, building sets, supplying food for our opening night receptions, doing the box office, just serving drinks at intermission. There's just a million things, costumes, props, you name it.
Yeah, that's
a lot of things.
There's a lot that goes into creating a play and making the production be worthwhile, for sure. So I know that you also have summer camps and classes not only for children but for adults. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We have ongoing children's drama classes on Saturday mornings, also Monday afternoon after school. And then in the summer we have a all summer long summer camp, but there are different sessions, so they can sign up for 1 or 2 week sessions all summer, Monday through Friday. And then we have a teenage musical workshop who meet every Wednesday after school, and they just did Little Shop of Horrors, fantastic production. And we have adult acting classes, improvisation classes. We have something for everybody on a 20-foot wide stage. Literally, we do a lot. There's always something going on, and we have something for everybody. That's our goal.
Yeah, that's really amazing. So what can the children expect from the classes?
Well, we have a wonderful instructor, Anya Healy Richardson, who is Irish, actually. Her name's Anya, the Irish version of Anne. And she does a fabulous job with the children. They just all adore her. Her classes are always full with waiting lists. And she keeps trying to add more and more, and we have no time, to do them. But she does they always do a showcase after every session. And costumes, she does the whole thing, sets, costumes, props, and they all learn it all and get up and do a production for their family and friends. So it's great, and she's brought out a lot of very shy children and gotten them up there in front of an audience and comfortable. And a lot of them have gone on to La Villa, been accepted to different programs like that, La Villa and DA.
Right.
That sort of thing. So yeah, it's a great program.
Well, that's great that you're making children come into their gift of acting and anything with production. I know that you brought a poster, so tell us a little bit about this.
Well, this is our upcoming show, the last show of this season, opening May 6th on The Verge. And that's a wonderful comedy about 3 Victorian female explorers who go to the 1950s. There's actually time travel on our little stage through different continents and different time spans. We have a wonderful set designer, Ann Roberts, who said, "You want me to do continents and times, decades, all in the, yeah, you can do it." It's a gorgeous set, just fabulous. She's fabulous. And the lighting's going to be amazing. They're going to be with different color washes. It will be different locations. It becomes the mountains or the ocean or that sort of thing. You go to all different places, the Amazon rainforest, and it's just a fabulous show to end. And like I say, we're on the verge of our 25th season, so on the verge of it.
So this
I love the plays on words.
Is this an original or
not
original?
It's never been done in this area ever before.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it.
So it could. I mean, it's just a very new. Besides original scripts, we do a lot of new plays that we're the first people to do them in the whole area at all. sometimes in all of Florida, sometimes in Northeast Florida, but yeah, we do a lot of new shows.
Well, that's exciting. So is this the last play of this season?
That's right.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, the 6th through the 22nd, and that will end this season, and then we'll start up in September with Merrily We Roll Along. So, yeah.
Rolling into the 25th year anniversary.
That's right, yes.
Well, do you have anything else that you'd like to say?
Well, this cast, I want to say, is fabulous. It's directed by Carol Butterly, who's a fabulous director, and the cast is Cinda Nichols, Karen Overstreet, Olivia Gowan, and Lucas Hopper. And Lucas Hopper is the one male on the cast, and he plays about 6 or 8 different characters.
Oh, wow.
So it's really it's just fabulous. I wanted to mention him. Don't think I have any. Let me check my little cheat sheet. I think that's it. abettheater.com is our website. So please go to that for any kind of information.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining us. We'll have the website linked in the bottom of this video below. And thank you, Celia, for coming and talking to us about the theater.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it.